All right, so hello guys. I'm Kylie Alcantar, the External Outreach for BMES from the school year 2020 to 2021. And I'm here to show you how to make your own little heart rate monitor using the Arduino UNO kit. It's about $40 on Amazon, and you get pretty much everything you'll need for this, along with so much more. It's definitely well worth the price. And I'll just be showing you how it works. I don't show it in the video. I have the video pre-recorded and I'll be doing a voiceover, but you basically have to put your finger on this photoresistor right here. It's very small, it's kind of hard to see. You put your finger there and then you shine the light onto your finger, and then the pulse from your heartbeat, where the blood vessel gets the blood from your heart going like this, that swoop effect, I guess you could say, for each heartbeat is how you're going to measure the heart rate. And we do not have a system where we can actually measure the heartbeat without doing the math for it. So at the end of this video, I will also be providing the math to solve for your own heartbeat. And it is very accurate. However, it is, you still have to do the math because our X and Y coordinates that we are using to get our heartbeat is actually in measurements, not heartbeat. So we will have to convert measurements to seconds to minutes to get your BPM. And without further ado, let's get on to the video.
Okay, so now I will be showing you the parts that we're going to be using. Here's the basic Arduino UNO that the kit comes with. We'll be attaching everything to that. You'll also need to use the breadboard attachment that goes on top of your little board that you already have. So here's the video showing me attaching it. And it just clicks in like that. Pretty easy. Next, you'll need the little light on top. This is a white LED. The long end is the positive, the short end is the negative. You'll also need 220 ohm resistors. This is for the light so that it doesn't burn out your bulb. And here's our little photoresistor. It's kind of hard to see in the video. I try to make it as easy as possible to see, but this basically measures how much light is shown onto the resistor. And in order to protect this resistor, you're going to need 2 kilo ohms resistor in order to protect your photoresistor. You also need a few wires to connect the resistors and everything together. I also use an extension cord to connect the light bulb to the system. So here's a picture of the circuitry that we are going to be using. You can pause it right here and then follow along with it, but I will also be showing you how to build it from here. It's a little hard to see because camera angles are pretty set. However, getting everything ready, I like to put in my resistor first. So I have my photoresistor. You can choose anywhere on the breadboard. You should probably also review how to use a breadboard since I will not be going over that in this video. However, I'm attaching our 2 kilo ohm resistor to the ground, I believe, and attaching in between that to analog set A0. This will send all the information back to our computer. Then we're going to add in our 5-volt power supply to the resistor so that we make a complete circuit. And now that our resistor is connected and everything's connected, we can get started with the LED light. So the black wire is to ground, And I kind of just chose a place where it wouldn't be in the way of the photoresistor. So I chose a ground that is away from my little strip of ground and 5 volts. And I kind of just put it off to the side since I have an extension cord that will move the light bulb around. And then here you see me deciding where to put my 220 ohm resistor. And I just put it in right there. And here I try to show you guys that the long lead is the positive end. And I just put my red one right there, straight into the 5 volts. And then here is my ground connection, which will be put into the negative area, securely fastened. And then I just attach that into the same row as my resistor. I think I actually missed in the video, and then I just had to redo it. But there we go. That is the complete circuitry. And here I just show you how it's going to work. All right, so on the right here, I have my code to work the system, and I'm just opening up my serial plotter. And this shows all of the measurements that the photoresistor is measuring right now. As you can see, if I shine the light on, it moves it up, and if I cover it, it moves it back down. So the more light that goes through, the higher on the serial plotter the plotter will plot. And here you see me just waving the light around and messing with it a little bit. And here I'm just going to show you how to take your measurements. So you have your light, you have your finger, and you want to stay pretty still with your finger firmly fastened onto your photoresistor, just so that it measures it more accurately and sees it better. So here's a screenshot of my heart rate that I measured. And then on the right is also my code, but you can see there's about 8 beats on the serial plotter.
Okay. So now in this portion, I will be showing you how to do the math to get your heartbeat. I have the math pre-done, but I will show you guys how to do it right now. We had 8 heartbeats on that image. So 8 heartbeats. And we had 500 measurements that are shown. Awesome. And in 5.91 seconds, we have our 500 measurements. So every 500 measurements takes 5.91 seconds. And I'm just going to shorten that to measure. And now we'll need to convert this into a decimal. So this is 0.016. I'm actually going to shorten that to heart over measure, so I don't have to keep writing it out. And then this becomes 0.01182 seconds over measurement. But because our measurement is on the bottom here and we want our final thing to be in heartbeats per minute, we want our time to be on the bottom. So we're going to find the reciprocal of this, 1 over 1, 0.01182. This is in seconds measurement. We're going to reciprocal that, and that equals 84.6 measurements per second. And now we're just going to multiply this number with this number. Multiply those. So let's rewrite it down here, 0.016 heartbeats over measurement times 84.6 measurements over seconds. And then we want this in minutes, so there's 60 seconds in a minute per 1 minute. And now let's cross out our common ones. And now we should get, oh no, let's erase that. Oh no. There, I erased it. And now we should get 81.216 beats or hearts over minutes. And now we usually just shorten that to a whole number. So we get 81 heartbeats per minute. And that's how you do the math to solve for our heart rate. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope that you attempt to do this yourself at home, and let us know if you do so. We love to see all of your guys' projects, and I look forward to seeing you guys in our next video. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. Our wonderful project leads are doing their own videos that you should go check out. And I believe they're building a bionic arm, which is super exciting, and I can't wait for them to finish and see what they do with it. All right, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.